Okay, we are live.
You need to set your enemy's ships on fire, but don't have time to wait? Come on down. Bob's ready-made ballista mark.
When difficulty strikes, one must avoid the difficulty.
I slap him.
Okay, you slap him in the face.
What's your point, lady?
He's not a demigod either.
But I am! What's up? And I high-five someone else.
But this is magical as fuck, guys.
Put that on a shirt.
He said butt long black hair.
Butt long black hair.
Thank you very much.
The dwarf leans forward and starts to put a hand on your cheek and rips a fart.
A leather-strapped man with muscles that can buy me wine.
I think this is the only time in D&D I've ever had to be like, all right, well, when does this creature poop? Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D. How are you guys all doing today?
Hi.
Very good.
I can hear you. Yeah.
What's going on? Do you have a laser? Oh, that's why sorry. I had the wrong overlay up. I was confused. Everything was broken. Woo! Sorry about that, guys. Welcome back to Misscliks with our guest, Pat.
Yay!
Welcome back. And guys, he's back because you guys helped us raise $1,000 for World Builders, which is really exciting. Pat, can you tell people about World Builders in case they missed that?
Yeah, it's the yearly fundraiser that I kind of started by accident on my blog. And these days, it's become a really big thing. And we try to get the word out in all sorts of different ways. And this year went amazingly well. We did it instead of taking 9 weeks. It had gotten out of control last year. So we did it in about half the time. And we raised almost $900,000 for Heifer International this year.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's so cool. Mm-hmm. And you viewers were part of that, so thank you very much for participating.
Yay.
Well done, team.
You guys always stun us with your generosity.
So, where last we left the party, they had gotten in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
They had kind of figured out where they wanted to go.
Yeah.
They figured out some clues. And they were searching after this gnome who was known as a lens maker, because there was a clue in the letter about some lens being crafted. So they go to Crowboss, try and find this guy. They find where he works, but he's not home. They break into his house, search it. It's all kind of normal. And upon leaving the house they broke into, the neighbor across the street comes and introduces himself, and they chat. And says, "Oh, he's been hired by this guy, this noble. I think his name was, I lost my notes, Redfoot? Is that right?" No. No, you're Red Fox. I don't remember the noble's name. It was some sort of name. I don't remember his name.
Wait, I wrote everything down. What are you looking for?
I lost my notes. The noble's name from last week.
The gnome's name?
The noble's name.
Oh, Lord Redfoot, yeah.
It was Lord Redfoot. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I got some notes, man.
And then what was the...
Notes.
I lost mine. Can you tell me what the name of the gnome was as well?
Nope. Roll for intelligence.
Look at the VODs, Neil.
Look at the VODs, Neil. Didn't you look at the VODs? It's
Hashtag
Almond Humperflunk Skittlebutts. No, it's not that. That's the fake name you gave it. It's Almond.
Yeah, that's his name.
Almond something.
His last name doesn't matter.
I don't think we ever actually got his real last name, yeah.
Exactly.
I only got Humperflunk Skittlebutt.
Anyway, after finding out that Almond is working for this noble guy named Noble Redfoot, or Lord Redfoot, you go to his house, ask him some questions, which he doesn't want to be asked already. He tries to send you away before he even wants to see you. You insist on asking questions. He calls for guards. You manhandle his butler and threaten, and there's threats of violence. And then the guards show up, and then you flee, but then Anna stays, and then there's some violence, and a guard dies, and then you guys leave,
We
escape.
didn't mean to be violent.
You
They just-
escape.
No.
You go back to get your horses, and there's some more guards there still. And a fight ensues, and Arcas grows to like twice his size and is like 12 feet tall in the middle of the streets. And the guards are trying to kill him, and Arcas is like, "Whoa, guys, don't hurt me. I'm not trying to be mean." And they're like, "Oh, stab the evil man, stab the giant."
Yeah.
And the party kills enough people to get the fuck out of there. And as they slink into the dark underbelly of the Krabos, the city, they stumble into a tavern to find the Red Fox standing and chatting to a person, his back to the party, completely oblivious to their entrance into the inn.
And what does the fox say?
Well, he doesn't see you yet.
It was a joke, Neil.
It's a
He was
joke.
being humorous.
Oh, because
Well,
of the
I could
thing.
also-
Got it, yeah.
I'm not dancing because of it. We can see in Steph's cams. That's funny. Then we can know when I'm reading chat. That's bad, Steph. That's funny. Okay.
All
We
right,
have to get used to it.
Neil, I was like enraged, but I'm not anymore, right?
No, because you guys fled and left, and Arcas calmed you down and whatnot.
Okay. So when I see Red Fox, I call out to him. I say, "Red Fox, is that you?"
What? Hey, what are you guys doing in town?
Well, we could ask you the same question. What business have you here?
Oh, things were a little uncomfortable. I figured it would be better for me to get out of town for a while, given that we stirred up a little bit of a mess with some of the locals there. I was just giving things some time to cool down over there.
Oh, I see. Are you familiar with this town? Do you know people here?
Oh, a little bit here and there. Were you looking for anything in particular?
Well,
The
we're
guy that you're
looking
talking
for-
to walks away, and you guys will meet up later if you need to.
Okay.
We were looking for this, he was a gnome, right? The lens crafter. We were looking for this gnome who was a lens crafter. Almond is his name, because we thought he might be connected with the necromancer that we were looking for in some way, or the necromancer that we killed, and this big evil movement that's happening that we're trying to figure out. And we tracked him down to the house of this nobleman, Lord Redfoot. And Lord Redfoot didn't seem keen to give us any information or any help, and it accidentally got a little bit violent. And so now we're kind of in the bad graces of a big name in the town. So, any connections that you might have that might help us kind of smooth things over might be nice.
Well, yeah, I can ask around a little bit. Yeah. So do I know anything of this guy? Have I ever heard of him?
You don't, but you are a rogue, and you can speak thieves' cant and kind of ask about in different places, and you have somewhat of a network connection, or at least people know you well enough that they'll talk to you, and you can trade information about things.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say, yeah, give me a little bit here. I'll ask around.
Thanks.
And so I will. I'll kind of like do it in a relatively casual way, but I'll just kind of wander the room and ask the bartender and if I know the right sort of people to questions of, I will.
Yeah, so you walk about slipping some thieves' cant here and there to try and eke out any information you have about this guy, and you come across someone who's a little bit far in his drink and a little bit in kind of a boasting mood about how great he is at everything he does. You start talking to him, and you ask, like, "Hey, do you know anything about this Lord Redfoot guy?" He goes, "I've been employed by Lord Redfoot on multiple occasions. I know his whole family, all of them."
Well, you must be pretty good if he keeps bringing you back to do what you do.
I do what I do when I do what I do.
And what is it that you do?
I am a bodyguard, and the best bodyguard that you can buy.
Wow.
Yes, I am.
Why? What does that sort of thing pay?
A gold a day. Maybe
Right.
2 or 3 or 4 gold a day, depending on how good you are. Me? I charge 5 gold per day.
Wow. And so do you guard one person in particular there, or do
I'll
they bring
guard
you in for
anything you
different people?
want. Nothing gets past me. My sword is too fast. I will stab you.
Well, I heard that at the Redfoots, though, the places, people walking in and out of there all the time, though. I mean, not you. I mean, you see why they would need a good bodyguard, but it seems like the security of the place is just all full of holes.
You know what? Since I left, they went to shit yesterday, 2 days ago, while ago. The whole block all got broken into. Had I been working for him still, would have been fine. Would have caught the guy, but no.
Do you know what they ended up walking out with there?
Oh no, some glasses or something.
Oh, okay. You want another drink?
Yeah, give it right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit the bar. I'll be back in a sec.
Righto, little man. And you walk off, and he continues to be slobbering by himself, talking to anyone who will listen.
I'll go over and I'll say, so what were you guys looking for in particular? Like, there's somebody has pulled off a heist there and stolen some glasses, so I don't know if somebody's making glasses there, or is that what you were looking for? Because if that's what you were looking for, somebody might have beat you to it.
Well, I think that's the case, because we were actually looking for a prism. We have reason to believe that a prism may be... Do we know the person that we're looking for? We killed all the people we know. We're looking for, like, the boss man, right?
Yeah, you don't know his name. Remember, he signed it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for that man, but there's something to do with the prism, and the gnome is the only one that can build it.
Yeah.
And he was currently building one, and it was written in the note. Did Pat get the note?
You can show it to him.
Yes.
Oh, we can show it to... Yeah, let's say we show it to the fox.
Okay. Now, there was something written in an arcane language.
Yes.
Okay.
That's this letter.
That
Yeah,
got
we translated it.
deciphered, so you can read it now.
It should be on display in Roll20.
And long story short, I think you're right about the prism, because we went to see Lord Redfoot, who supposedly had employed this gnome to make the prism, but the prism had been stolen, and he claimed it was a toy for his daughter, but we don't know whether that's true or not.
So, could I maybe try to find out who pulled off this heist?
Yeah, that's something that you could do.
That would be very good to know.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
Now, sometimes this sort of information costs money, or if nothing else, just having the conversation, you got to grease a few wheels. And I'm a little bit light right now. Do you guys have any ready funds for this?
Certainly.
Okay.
Who was carrying the last bag of loot we got?
Probably Arcas.
We split it up. Pretty sure we split it up.
Yeah. I got 53 gold.
I haven't gotten any gold in a long time.
Same.
I haven't either.
All right, well,
How much do you guys have?
I have 91.
I have 126 and 4 gemstones. Semi-precious jasper, 50 gold each.
Okay, I'm the poor one.
And I have something written just with coins, and I don't know if we split that already.
I don't think we did. I think we keep pretending that we're going to and then not doing it.
Did we get our... Did
I have
we
a
get
chest with coins.
So, I can throw some gold. Let's all throw some gold in the pot. How much gold do you think you're going to need, Red Fox, to grease the wheels?
If I could get maybe, I don't know, 30 to start off with, I could just splash it around a little, get some people's attention. To
start with, isn't 30 a lot?
It's a lot, but sometimes, I mean, it kind of depends on how long you want this to take. It's going to be way easier to find out now than maybe in a week, or if this person stole it to sell it somewhere, it might be 100 miles away if we take a long time trying to find it.
All right.
I won't spend it unless I have to, but if they, I don't want to go out there looking for information and somebody ask me for a bribe, and then I look like a chump.
Yeah. Well, let's all cough up 10 each, so that'll make 30.
All right.
That's a lot of my budget. I'm at 40 now.
Okay.
Cool.
So we each hand you 10 gold.
Okay.
But I give you a very serious look when I give it to you, like make sure it's spent wisely.
I look so trustworthy. You have never seen someone look this trustworthy.
Most trustworthy thief ever.
Do we need to roll for trustworthiness?
I think that's your own perception right there.
All right.
Okay, so you're going to need some time apart from the party to, ask questions. You can't, go about doing these things with demigods looming about you. It'll be way too obvious.
And is it probably better? Is this the right place to start, or is there probably some seedier bars I should hit?
This is a good place to start. This is a pretty good place to start. But as you mention this to them and you guys get ready to part your ways, the guy that was drunken at the table gets up and points his his rapier at you, Pat, and goes, "You there! You never came back with my beer. I challenge you to a fight."
Okay. We should probably do it out in the street.
That's right. And he starts marching towards the street immediately.
Okay. So I figure that'll keep him busy for maybe 15 minutes. I'll start asking some folks. He might just fall down while he's out there for all I know. I make a few inquiries, and I just start a few things here. And then, okay, so I'm going to go out there, and if things start to go badly, there will be the signal will be like a long, drawn out scream, right?
What does drown out mean? Like
really long, like ah. It doesn't work with my broken, sick voice, though.
It means like longer than you would expect it.
Okay, so after I give him like a couple of minutes to get lost or hang out or fall down, and then I'll wander out. Is he just standing out there?
Well, in the meantime, what is the rest of the party doing?
Neal, what's the state of our clothing? We're like really bloody and muddy and gross, right?
Yeah, you've been traveling a lot. You've been in a lot of fights. You've been kind of tattered, and at first you didn't really realize it because you just see each other all the time. And you're always hanging out with each other, and you don't look at many other people because you're demigods and you're all so much prettier. But now that he's pointed it out, you're like, oh my god, my clothes, my hem is like 12 inches deep in mud, and like these things are broken and ripped, and I guess I just wasn't paying that much attention. I am looking pretty shabby these days.
So are we in need of a laundress or of new clothes?
You would probably want new clothes if you can afford it.
I have a second set of clothes I bought a long time ago.
All right, Arcas changes into his clothes, or changes clothes and ditches the ones that are thrashed.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn it.
I say, Emma, want to go shopping?
Let's go shopping, girl. I grab her by the...
Okay, the two of you head out and go poking around this district for some clothing. Unless you have something specific in mind, you can just shell out like...
Well, I guess I'll buy a second set of clothes again because I'm gliding ahead.
You can shell out like 3 gold. 2 gold will cover like clothes, but not like boots and stuff. If you want to go all like completely new outfit, shell out like 5 gold, and that will get you new clothes, new boots, new socks, new undergarments, yada yada yada.
I buy super fancy clothes with like fancy embroidery and stuff on them.
How much are you willing to spend on your?
Like 10 gold, 20 gold.
So 10 gold is like 20 gold would get you like nice clothes. 20 gold would get you like maybe not all. They're not silk, but you'll have like a silk lapel on this thing, and like a tassel over here, and an extra button over here that's clearly just for show.
Okay.
Cool. So you buy some very nice clothes.
But it's like adventuring clothing, though, like tough clothing, not like fancy pants party clothing.
No, not fancy pants party clothing, but it's just slightly higher quality. Everything's a little bit nicer with little
it's like
embellishments
tough and
here.
durable and like kind of royal looking because they put like embroidery and stuff as opposed to
I mean, it's only 20 gold clothing, so it's not like really, really, really nice. It's your step up from your average person to be like, oh wow, that person has some style to them.
Okay, Adea explains that she needs this kind of clothing because the gods would want her to have this kind of clothing and would not want demigods to be seen below their station.
But someone that has style could probably pay less and still look as amazing.
But
right?
it's not so
Yeah,
much
just like me right now.
It's not really like a department store where you go and pick your clothing. It's you come up to a place and you say, "Hey, I need blah blah blah," and they kind of put it together with what they have on hand. So some of the stuff is like, "Hold on, we'll come back in an hour and we'll finish like stitching this to this to this." And other times it's just, "Well, we have these like 4 things on hand, and they're all more or less the same." You don't have the shopping.
Someone was
style.
asking on Twitter what Adea is wearing these days, and a good example of what her clothing would be like is Snow White's adventuring outfit in Once Upon a Time Season 1, in case you're ever curious. It looks like a dress, but it has pants, and it's like, it could be elegant, but it could be like run through the woods and shoot people.
I have no idea what to
Yeah, me neither. Completely lost.
I feel like so blank. Like,
Yeah, me too.
I'll find a link.
Fashion sounds cool.
Yeah, my character has a cloak. It's kind of dark. That's it.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You get some ruffles, you get some like longer tassels. The style's a little bit better. You have like multiple colors working within things rather than just, here is burlap all over you. This is your shirt.
I feel like Neil knows better about this than Steph and I combined.
Yeah, it's because I watched Once Upon a Time. It's a good
Yeah.
show. It's a good
Okay,
show.
I think this should be the image. I'll put it in chat too, in case people are wondering. It's similar to this, except she has a gold chain and she has like more of a hood or cape or something. It's a little more arcane.
Wow, she looks great.
Yeah, that's what Adea is wearing.
Yeah, you don't know how deep. Oh, yeah, that is cool. You don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes on some of these costuming clothing things until you talk to one of the enthusiasts, like one of the people that knows like period clothing. I talked for like 2 hours with somebody about like buttons.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you like that?
I'm into it.
I'm not into it so much, but I love knowing little bits and pieces about everything. Like the fact, I won't go down the rabbit hole.
Okay. So the party goes off to go on their shopping thing. Pat, can you give me a charisma check, please?
Alrighty. Uh, 26.
Nice. So you start asking around about who did what job, who did that. And the bartender at this place that you're staying says, I know the guy. He might not really want to meet you, but I know where he is, where he hangs out.
Well, I'm thinking, I heard that somebody did the job, and I might need a job done myself, and it seems like they can get it done. So if he's looking for more work, then I might be able to hook him up.
All right. I don't really actually seem to remember where he is right now, though. It must have just slipped my mind.
Yeah.
You know what? Come back later. Maybe I'll remember it by then.
Okay, cool. I should settle up my tab first, though, right? How much do I owe?
2 gold.
2 gold?
Yeah.
And I'll just put 10 on the bar for him. And I'll say I'll stop back a little bit later.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Hey, it's just come to me right now.
Oh yeah.
2 blocks over. He usually hangs out at the bathhouse.
Oh, okay. Name of?
I don't know. It's just the public house down the block.
Okay,
The
the
sign's
guy's
been
name?
destroyed for years. Oh, his name.
Yeah.
I never actually got his name, but he's the guy with the red ponytail. Can't miss him.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So yeah, and then if the demigods are gone, I'll peek out the front door to see if the other guy is still waiting to fight me.
Oh, he's pacing back and forth with his rapier in his hand, like practicing like slashing motions with his rapier.
Then then I'll go out the back.
Yeah. You slip out the back and walk away, probably never to see this poor guy again.
He's gonna be really ready.
And it's like I'm plenty brave if it need be, but like why waste that if nobody important is watching?
Right.